Hello, this is Zekushan from Twitter. Today we're going to talk about creating PS2 FPKGs from a dumped PS2 classic from the PS4. We're going to need a couple of things. The first requirement is the fake package generator PS2. You can find this on psxhax. Then you need several dumps via FTP. If you don't want to do it via FTP, you can just use the regular app dumper method and it will do everything for you. The first dump via FTP is from the user trophy conf folder, which has several trophies. Let me put this here: NPWRXXXXX. This is equivalent to a certain CUSAID. You can find this, I believe, on npbind or nptitle. Let me check each one to confirm. Yes, you can find this on npbind.dat. So if you see here, you can see here that the ID of the trophy is NPWR12310_00. So you have to search for this ID on the user trophy conf folder. Let's continue. Afterwards, yes, you need to rename the trophy file to trophy 00.trp. It will have another name when you go to this folder. Then you need a dump of the mnt or mount / sandbox / pfsmont / CUSAXXXX for the title ID, app0 patch0 union, which is a dump of the game's contents, and it's missing the trophies and the app meta. Then you need well, after this is obtained, you need the folder system data, priv, appmeta, and the user folder, which is for the appmeta files, and this one, which is for the backup appmeta files. They both contain the same appmeta files. You just need to get one of the two. When you get all these files, you need to discard some files. These are the files that you should discard from the SCECs folder, which is appmeta junk. The license.dat, license.info, the playgo-chunk.dat, the playgo-chunk.sha, the playgo-manifest.xml, and the psreserved.dat. Any other files from SCECs are important and they should be used. And yes, and it says here that trophy has to be renamed to trophy 00.trp and sent to the trophy folder on SCECs. So after this is all done, so we go here to the folder. We have the image 0. We have here all the contents of the file. Yes, when dumping the files, let me put this here on the txt, must be done with DECRYPT enabled. Okay, let me save this. Let me open it again. And also in the trophy conf folder, it has an NPWRXXXXX, and the name is found on npbind.dat in appmeta. Okay, so this is saved. After you do all this, you should have this kind of folder. This is the SCECs folder, which has these files. It also has these discarded files, but we don't need them. Okay, so we just grab all these. As you can see, the trophy folder has the trophy 00.trp and the about as a write.sprx, but this will be replaced by the fpackage creator. So you just grab all these files and you copy it or move it to the SCECs folder, and it will ask for replace. You just replace. Okay, so we have all these files. We still need to do one thing. We need to sign the eboots, which is one of the things, one of the elves. So we're going to do the following. We're going to rename the eboot.bin to eboot.bin.elf. Okay, yes. We also need to sign the PS2 emu compiler.self. We renamed it to .elf on the end. Okay. And we also need to sign the modules. So we rename this to .elf and this to .elf. Okay, so all of them have .elf extension. So now we follow the second part of the tutorial. My friend Opoiso, which is one of the best backporters of the PS4 scene, sent me the details of how to do this. This is the stuff you must use. It requires two different IDs. The first ID is the auth-info. The second ID is the PA ID. So for this, you have this ID is of the correct order. So to find the XXX value, you just go to the game ID. For example, we know that the game ID for the Resident Evil Code Veronica X is 07104. So we go here to the calculator and we type, go here to the scientific one. No, it's the programmer one. And we type here on the decimal value, we put 07104, and we can see here that it's 1BC0. So if it's 1BC0, this PAID will be replaced with 1BC0. So we just go here, copy this, go here, copy to here, go here, and copy to here. For the auth-info, you need to do the reverse. Instead of doing for the correct order, you convert. Yes, you convert to hexadecimal, and then you reverse the endianness. This is important. So if the value is 1BC0, like it is here, here, and here, Here you have to change this byte to the other place and this byte to the other place. So instead of being 1b C0, the C0 goes to first and the 1b goes to second. Remember that this has to be with 2 bytes. So if you have, for example, an ID CUSA 000255, so if this decimal value is 255, it will be shown as FF. So you just have FF, so you need to add 2 zeros. If you have something like 100, you need to add 10. Okay, so this is important, and you do the same for the PA ID. So here it will be 0100 0100 0100, or if it's FF, you do 00FF 00FF 00FF. And here to the auth-info you do the opposite, so you do 0001, and to the FF you do FF00. Let me check if this is correct. Yes, this is correct. Okay, so moving on to the 1b C0 values, you need to do C0 1b. So you go here and you put C0 1b. So you go here, you copy it, you go here, you paste it, C0 1b, and you go here, you paste it, C0 1b. So you have all this. So now let's just get on with it, and here is the command. So you grab the first line of the command. Well, first you need to grab the make fself script. Well, it's not necessary. So you just copy this, you open the command line. If you have Linux, it's usually better to use Linux or WSL, but well, I use WSL, but you can also use the Windows command line, but I prefer like this. You'll need Python 2. So this can be installed with the sudo apt get install Python 2, which I already have, and you also need to install the pip2, which can be found a tutorial online on the internet on how to install this. So after all this is installed, you just do Python 2 make fself.py. Just go here and you grab the auth-info, you copy, you paste it here. So the first one we will do is the eboot.bin. We grab this entire ID, so we know it's the auth-info. We just paste it here, then a space, then we go down again and we put the PA ID, copy and paste here, and then we put the value. So the value is this one. Okay, copy and paste here. Finally, we choose our target to encrypt. which is the eboot.bin. So we need to go to the path of the eboot.bin. In this case, since I am in the desktop, it's CUSA 07104 and then eboot.bin. Let me check if it's okay. It's image 0 eboot.bin.elf and then CUSA 07104 slash image 0 slash eboot.bin. Okay, so it's saving the fake signed elf file to eboot.bin. So after this is done, you can just go here to the eboot.bin.elf and delete it. Okay, it's deleted. So after this, let me check something first. He sent me a tutorial, but I'm not sure if the values are exactly identical. Okay, they are not identical. I thought they were, but they are not. So after this, you go do the ps2 emu compiler.self. So same thing, copy this. Now Python 2, make fself.py auth-info, then you just paste it here and a space, then finally the PAID --PAID, then this, copy and then paste it here, and then you select CUSA image 0 and then ps2 emu compiler.self.elf and finally CUSA image 0 ps2 emu compiler.self. So it's saved. Okay. When you go here, you can just delete the elf. If you take a look at the ones I created, you can see that they are fake signed with the self header. But if you go down here, you can see it's just plain text. Okay. So after this one is done, you just do the PR axis. The PR axis have a different ID, so just copy the ID, copy, and then we do the same thing, Python 2, make fself.py --auth-info, we copy it here, space, --PAID, and then we select the PAID, which is this one. Okay, copy, and then we paste. Okay, let me see if it's all correct. Yes. And then we go to CUSA image 0 SE, I believe it's module. Yes, and then we choose the module, which is, for example, libc.prx.elf, and then we do the final one, which is the output CUSA image 0 SCE module libc.prx. Okay, so after this is done, we do for the other module, which is scefIOS.prx.elf, and again for the output image 0 SCE module lib scefIOS.prx. So after this is done, we just go here to the folder, to image 0, and we go to this SCE module and we delete the auth. So this one here and this one here. After all this is done, we just go to the fake package generator, and we use the Orbis pub gen, and we click here. Okay, so this requires .NET Framework 3.5, so we're going to install it. It will install the files. This is just for the first time, but the next times it won't ask for these files. But since I don't have .NET 3.5 on my Windows 11 computer, it will search for the files and install the first time it asks for something like this. So it's transferring. Okay, it's almost done. Taking a bit. Almost finished. Seems it's almost over. So taking a little while to finish. It's still on the process of download. Now it's installing. It's going to finish right now. So when this is done, we just go to again to the same folder, and we just launch the gen again. So it's installed with success. You can close this. Go to the gen. It's opened. We open the image 0, and we just go here to the folder. We check it as everything, seems fine, so we just go here and we drag all these files and drop here. So it will look like this. We go to the chunk, image 0 roots, and we right click, switch the chunk assignment to chunk 0. It will show a little wildcard here, so we just click on File and Save. And we go save on the desktop. We can put any name, we just put a.gp4. Okay, so it will be saved here. Let me check if it shows up. Okay, it showed. After all this is done, we go to File, Save again. Then we close. Then we go to Command, Project Setting. Here in the Package tab, we have the content ID and the passcode. We go to our dumped appmeta folder, and we should have. Let me check. Okay, it's not here, but it's in the folder itself. In the SCECs folder, we should have a little file called param.sfo. We click here with open with an X editor, and we go a little bit down here, and we should see this, which is the content ID. Okay, so we right click this, we copy it, we close this, we close this. We go to the content ID and we paste. After this, we just need a passcode to generate our RF package. I usually just go with all zeros. It will generate a fingerprint for the passcode. It has specific keys to generate that fingerprint, so if a person knows the passcode, they will also have full access to the image. And we just click OK. We can see here the little wildcard. We just click File and Save, and finally Command Build Image. It will show a warning for the first time, which will say that the package size may be smaller by enabling compression. So if you want a smaller size of your packages, you can just enable compression on the following options. But this is not important. For the output path, you just click here on Select, and we go to the desktop and we click Save. Then we click on any area of the window. Since my computer doesn't show the OK, but we click here on any area, and then we click on Tab, and we press Enter, and it will try to build the first time, and it will say could not create system file keystone. We just ignore this, and we try to build it again, and on the second time it should build properly. So we go here again to the desktop, we click on Save, we click on any area outside of the options, we click on the Tab button, and we click on Enter. Okay, so now it's writing the image. It will take a while, but since this is a 1.2 gigabytes package, F package, it should be fast. So now it's calculating the digest. It's almost finished. Okay, now it's finished. You can see it here, and you can just use it to install your F package on the PlayStation. So this is for a game that you have dumped, that it is a PS2 classic from the PS4. We can close this. We can close this. And go here, and we close this, and we close this, and there we have our package for install. That is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, the tutorial. If you have any questions, you can ask on the okay, this is the GP4. Now I just noticed this is the actual package, so don't confuse stuff, because when you create a package, you create a GP4 and also the actual package itself. So you need to install the package. Sorry about that. But yes, when you have the package, you can just drag and drop it to the pen drive that you have, or the external disk. It has to be on FAT32 or exFAT, and you just install it with any HAN, like gold HAN or HAN, regular HAN, etc. That's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and maybe in another video I have some more ideas for creation of F packages. Goodbye.